Yodel Nyo Makhtar. Ali Farka Torah.
Fuck you, John. Fuck you. Fuck you, John.
Nice, stupid podcast. I'm not that stupid. El Diablo, that's not nice. And I'm not going to read that. There's even a garage in the alley. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gay and not attracted to women.
The thing about your daughter, Darkwing Duck.
Stuttering John, your sheets are dirty as fuck. That's not a good joke. And now let's get back to Carmix while he starts to cry.
Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy. I agree, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. You're right, Daddy.
Here's some. I don't like that guy either. Oh, my dill dog. What a fucking sweetie.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
Oh. WATP! WATP!
I told them in the strongest of words to just do it.
I do my research. Ask my mom.
You see, this is a we just do it kind of show.
Where's black people at? I'm thinking I'd be lucky to get that on Christmas. Oh, fuck off. Oh, but I stopped paying dues. Boom! Now go home and get your shine box. Karen! I don't lie. I don't like to lie. New York Jew. Is this guy a freaking moron or what? I don't even care. I do. Well, I care because it's illegal.
Is John the stupidest guy in the world?
They came from Mars. I have no thought process. I have no intelligence. Oh, fuck off. But I went and started watching the Uncle Rico show.
Point, Dabble, Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion. Welcome to Point Dabble Point, a weekly discussion where we get caught up on This Week in Stuttering John, threaten revenge porn again, and drive 2.5 hours each way to not get laid. I'm Carl Heberger. You might know me from such things as the Skull Suit, and with me as always, Shuli Agar from the Uncle Rico Show and the Shuli Network. What's up, Shuli?
What's up, Carl? Thanks for having me, pal.
Oh, you forgot to play a drop.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
So accustomed to that.
Fuck you, Mike Morse. Fuck off, you useless, untalented piece of shit.
There it is. Also with us from the Blind Mike Project, why are you laughing and who are these socials? It's straight Blind Mike.
Hey, I like that. I figured I would get my 2 hours a week with Carl done early this week.
Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, no Who Are These Socials this week. I'll be in Detroit. Also joining us from Who Are These Podcasts and Chrissy Mayer's Content Hotel, it's Adam Bush, everybody.
I miss you so goddamn much, Carl.
That's why I texted you this morning. Like, you have to do this show with me. We've been apart too long. All right, let's get right into the reason why we're all here. That fucking Bills game last night. Am I right, people? Tell me everyone watched the fourth quarter of the game last night. I see everyone lighting up on the panel. They can't wait to talk about this comeback.
I'm out.
I have Josh Allen in fantasy, so I guess
me
enjoyed
too. Me too. And I was playing against Lamar. Anyway, that's not the point. Great game. Congratulations to the Bills. 1-0. Fun game last night. Remind people that we do have the Super Tip system in play. supertip.gg/WATP for all your AI voice needs. We have some people coming in early on that, so appreciate it. We'll get to that in just a little bit. I actually want to start off where we have a lot of Stuttering John stuff to discuss, but I want to start off talking about Howard Stern and the announcements made this morning and Howard's return from his summer vacation. And we're going to talk about this a lot tomorrow on Who Are These Broadcasters. I think we're going to have E-Rock on the show, and myself, Christian, Easy, we pulling clips and talking about Howard Stern. But I was listening as much as I could this morning to what Howard had to say. Of course, hilarious prank to start off the show. Did you see this, Shirley?
Gotcha.
Oh, man.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I think Andy Cohen's going to do a great job.
Yes. So it started out with what, Andy 100 Radio or Andy Radio 100 or something. Andy Cohen pretending that he was taking over the slot, and it went on a little too long, the prank. And then Howard had to take fake phone calls from women who are like, "Oh my God, Howard, I thought that was real." Okay,
it went on. It didn't go on too long if they sold it. Like if they made any attempt to make it a real announcement, but like he has the like Howard Stern logo behind it. None of it. They advertised that they would be back today. There's no one in their right mind thought. Like my theory is that the AP ran that story on someone else's word. Like someone paid them or asked them to run that story. They didn't fall for the Andy Cohen prank. No one could have.
Right. Yeah. It was so ridiculous. And then Howard comes on and he just realized that journalism is dead. He's the last one to find out that journalism is dead. Where he goes, holy shit, all these reports are wrong and they're all reporting all this wrong stuff. And then he goes, yeah, you know, they're saying I got fired just like Stephen Colbert was fired. And Rodman agrees with him. I'm like, well, Stephen Colbert wasn't fired either, you fucking idiot. His contract's up. They're letting him work for the rest of his contract. So no one seems to understand what's going on. But I appreciated that Howard finally realized that journalists don't do a really good job of checking multiple sources in order to get news stories out. They get a phone call or an email and they run with it.
Oh, this
Don't
is
tell
also
them COVID might be fake too.
Oh shit.
This is also a recycled thing. Like they've done this for April Fools, where I believe a different show took over one morning at K-Rock, like a couple or something, and they did like, you know, but they, like you said about selling it, they took angry callers that were pissed, like where the fuck is Howard, and like, you know, so it kind of sold it, but it's been done before. Everybody knows if you got a brain in your head, that's not how this works. But somebody just doesn't walk into the studio the next day and is like, "Hey, I know you've been waiting for Howard, but he's not showing up today. He's gone."
That's not the way Diamond Dave showed up on the airwaves, just a surprise with no announcement or anything.
Yeah. It's it is what it is. I guess they got the AP on it, so it worked out for them.
Adam, did you check this out at all? Are you up to speed on the announcements today?
No, I'm hearing about it from you, but I'm assuming John was the only one shocked and disappointed because he really thought he stood a chance.
Oh no, Adam, that's where you're wrong. If you remember, John's reaction when this story came out was he put out a very politically charged tweet about how this is a fascist country we live in because Howard is now being taken out, much like Stephen Colbert, for his political beliefs. And then today on his show, he mentioned, yeah, I knew all along he wasn't, going anywhere. No big deal.
I have to take a very quick victory lap on this because I did call it, as Opie was explaining, that he's going to come back and announce this huge contract extension with Sirius, and this is going to, he has insiders at Sirius who told him.
He's another one who doesn't know how journalism works.
Right. Well, that was funny too. But he said he had an insider who had it all figured out, and that he's signing this big deal, and that's going to be the announcement when Howard comes back. And I said, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. This contract's not up for months. Why would they announce a contract extension? Plus, no one listens to the show, so why would Sirius re-sign him? None of this makes any sense. So what I said was, there will be no announcement. They'll be talking about how, we're still negotiating terms, and I don't know what's going to happen, and that's exactly what happened today. Howard's just like, my people have been talking to their people all summer, and we're trying to hash something out.
Yeah, for 3 contracts, we waited as staff till the last minute before we knew anything. You know,
Why build this one up like that then? Just because people ran with a report that wasn't necessarily accurate?
Yes. The whole purpose of the show lately has not been comedy. It's been to aggregate news stories or just get little headlines somewhere. And if he is now the story, they'll just drag it into the ground like they would Lady Gaga.
It's really based on clicks and viral stuff. They're trying to make things viral. They're trying to get eyes on the product.
No one cares if the interview is unlistenable if the headline is, Kate Hudson announces some interesting thing.
Yeah, it's why people like Gilbert never came back. So people like, Lady Gaga could come on for the first time.
Kamala Harris.
Right, exactly.
Everyone was riveted by that interview.
Yeah.
So Howard did put it out there. He denied that he had anything to do with that initial story that leaked or whatever those rumors were. And I'm glad he acknowledged it because that was my theory. Eric Nagel feels the same way, that it must have been Howard's people putting that out in the press to kind of test the waters and see what the response would be and maybe put some pressure on Sirius to come to the negotiating table with some offers or something. And it completely backfired because every person's response is, Howard hasn't been funny in years. No one listens to the show anymore. It sucks. He's a shell of what he used to be. And Howard acknowledged on the show today that he was reading all of these comments and he was checking out all these news reports. And I actually have a montage that he played of the news reports. And a couple of my friends showed up in the montage, which I was very excited about. So this is what they played this morning on the Howard Stern show.
None of it is true. There's zero truth to any
Something
of
very
this.
strange is going on with Howard Stern.
SiriusXM announced it's canceling the Howard Stern show.
Bye-bye, Booey. Howard Stern is done. The king of all media stepping down from his throne.
SiriusXM cut the cord on his controversial content and provocative humor.
He's not retiring. He got fired.
He is an embarrassment to the nation.
Is he retiring, being pushed out, or just playing hardball?
Yeah, maybe he just wants to enjoy his life.
But Howard's welcome to come do weather here.
Stern found out about the possible Sirius shakeup from a Google alert on his phone. Then he called Kimmel for advice.
I have a lot of friends who work on that show. The staff hates him.
The old Howard Stern that everybody loved, he doesn't exist anymore.
All these different ways he's gone insane.
I think that's what it is, too. He's lost his mind.
He is human ipecac.
That's not his real hair. It's a wig.
There's times.
I love this part right here. So that's Drew Lane, my buddy, yelling, that's not his real hair, it's a wig. Has nothing to do with anything that they're playing in this. I don't know why this made it in. And then right after that, my buddy Brandon chimes in.
Wig. There's times where I believe it's a wig, and there's times where it's definitely color. There's no way that he has those luscious black locks.
I know people who work there who've never met him.
He's got his own entrance. He's not crazy about this new podcasting generation.
Staffer said they're saving their best jokes for themselves to use after the show's demise.
XM losing.
Drew again.
I'm shocked. It's weird to have to give Howard credit for this because he used to be the guy that just did that. I actually give him credit for putting those in there. It has nothing to do with anything they're talking about.
Okay, so I have a theory on this. Just the fact that Drew showed up in 2 different places in this, and Brandon, the producer of Drew Lane's show, congrats to those guys. I have more respect for them than I ever did before. But I also took full credit because I know that the staffers over at the Howard Stern show are big into the Dabbleverse. They're big into Uncle Rico and WATP. They're paying attention to all this shit. Howard had nothing to do with that production. He did not put that together. He didn't, he's not around. He's not around to go through this stuff. So
no, of course, but they'd never do, like, if he wasn't okay with them putting a thing about his wig in there, he wouldn't be in there.
No, he's definitely heard it before he plays it. Absolutely. Yeah. And if there's anything he wants out, it'll come out. It's either, JD or it's one of the writers that listens, but there's definitely a lot of people that are deep in the Dabbleverse back there on the show.
So what do you think about my theory that that's why they pulled some Drew Lane clips, because it's connected to all of this?
Sure. I think it's a way of them kind of plugging something.
It's a political dogwood.
Yeah, exactly, Adam. Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to get you guys all agree with me so I could take full credit and let Drew know that I'm the reason why he was on the Howard Stern show. That's the whole point of this.
Let's move on to something important. So,
my favorite line in there was Sean Hannity saying, God, the Howard Stern that I used to love is long gone. Yeah, Sean? Used to see you at the truck stop christenings.
Yeah. Oh, there's no lesbians on anymore. That's what I hate about
Not
it.
The guy I used to love.
It's Sean Hannity.
He loved him.
You know what? I'm going to finish up this montage because I agree. I give him credit for playing all this shitty stuff that people were saying.
Howard Stern is like Disney losing Mickey.
Howard Stern cancelled. I think that's the day radio dies.
Drop a bomb for Howard Stern.
Howard Stern won at life.
Howard inevitably will do a montage of all the people talking about him leaving or not leaving, and I do not want to be included in that, but my instincts, he might actually be done.
Bye, Howie. I wish they'd leave Robin, though. She always ran that show anyway. I liked her.
So there you have it. The montage they played this morning on the Howard Stern show. And yeah, he kind of addressed this stuff, but really there was no big announcement. Maybe I didn't listen to the whole thing. Shuli, any other takeaways from it?
No, they canceled my subscription the minute I resigned, so I haven't listened in a long time.
Oh, you're one of these guys. That's what John said too. He's like, I'm not going to pay for it. It's a fucking write-off, man. You do this for a living. You can't pay for Sirius.
It's not. No, it's not about paying for it. I could pay for it. It's just like it. The shit that he talks about now is the reason why I left. So why would I be tuning in to listen to it?
Because you make fun of podcasts. But I don't know. That's just me. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have a con-going subscription to the Shuli Network and to WATP, and you guys never canceled it. Or offered a free one, by the way.
That is true.
Yeah, well, man, since this hotel, Mersh is right about you too, bro.
He's right about a lot of things.
You want to get into it? You want to? You have any questions about content?
Team Mersh all day. No,
I haven't seen Mersh's response yet. Adam checked it out. He might know. I think we're going to cover it on WTP on Wednesday.
I'm putting together a very thorough response to all of the questions, concerns, and comments that we'll be doing on Wednesday. I don't mind waiting till then because I do want to get a lot of these thoughts together. A lot of things people said are correct. A lot of them are not. But I'm very excited to tackle all of it.
All right. Well, that's Adam's very politically correct way of telling me shut the fuck up and move on.
I guess we'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. I wasn't preparing a whole thing on Wednesday for this.
I have a thesis in a lot of songs too. It's mostly musical, but
I just want Mersh. I gave him just a softball pitch right there, and he backed away. So we see where he's at.
I like Mersh. I said that during the show. I'm friendly with Mersh. We've collabed together.
That's not what I saw in Mersh's response. If I'm being honest,
I haven't seen it yet, so maybe I don't like Mersh.
What I heard from Mersh, and this is, you can quote him on this, is that what really bothers him is that last couple episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer really couldn't compete with what was going on with Angel at the same time, and he's more of an Angel guy. So hats off to you.
Oh, so you were hurt too, Adam.
Oh, no, I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. I didn't even know he was watching that stuff. It's like, okay, buddy.
It's a joke. I understand.
So the clip I heard Mersh, I only watched the Doom clip. I don't know if he talked about it more than that.
Nobody else saw anything other than the Doom clip.
I saw.
Shots fired.
But I saw Mersh play a clip where Carl was like, he's a fucking loser. Like, Mersh is a loser. He doesn't know how life works. And I was like, what? Where's this coming from? Because I thought you liked those guys.
Yeah. Royce is great.
Oh.
No, it's funny to me. I don't know what context he played from WATP when we were reviewing him, but he was just going off about how this whole event sucks and it's a vacation for Chrissy and it's just an excuse for fans to buy Chrissy and Frank a free vacation away from their kid. It's just like, that's like the opposite of what was happening.
It was so easy. We picked something off the registry. I picked a blender. We bought it for her. What's the big deal? I don't understand.
Yeah. So I was just pointing out, since I have real experience being at the event and seeing all the work that was put into it and how much work was happening during the event with Chrissy and Frank, to just be able to be like, yeah, obviously Mersh doesn't even know what doing something like this would be. He can't even wrap his mind around putting together an event like this.
No,
that was the point
I
was
get
making.
I get it. Carl's pissed that he told the truth. So he's mad at Mersh, and that's the way it's going to be. Mike, sorry.
I was like, Chrissy, can you give me a hand? I want to get my show set up in the theater. And she's like, fuck off, Carl. I'm on vacation. I'm like, all right, my bad. Jesus. And she goes, can you watch my kid? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Fine.
I will just say it was the exact same thing as when Aaron from Steel Toe thought I was chatting him. It had my name on it. And then they informed him that wasn't me. And he said, Aaron, I disagree. I'm going to hold on to that it was him. He Mersh based his whole theory on the fact that this was a vacation away from the family. Chrissy he knew for a fact in terms of childbirth at what time post-pregnancy you need like a break. He said this, a break from the baby, and that this coincided with this. So then when he found out the baby was there the entire time, he doubled down and said, exactly, that proves my point. Which made no sense. He wouldn't let it go. He goes, because the step-parents were there to look after her. It was a paid vacation. That's all it was. Because people with kids know a vacation away from your kid means you bring the kid with you. That's how that works.
Of course.
Well,
but I digress.
I just want to state for the record, Mersh, send me the link. I will trash these two like it's nobody's business.
I don't know what he said before, so I don't know how much he was backpedaling, but the one that I watched seemed like fairly calm. Like he didn't seem like he was really going after you guys that much.
He got hurt. In the second one, he's genuinely hurt and confused.
Yeah, I heard it. Carl goes, Mersh is a fucking loser. And Mersh was like, what did I do? I'm a team Mersh on that. I don't know what he did.
As someone who doesn't do live shows ever, like Mersh, has no interest in them and doesn't understand why anyone would, this whole thing's a mystery to him. But for people like Shuli, Rich Voss, Anthony Cumia, Dave Landau, people that gig regularly, they understand what a gig is. They've done a couple of them. So it's not like, why would he ever want to do something like this? Because some people who don't just stream alone to the camera want something more and have some kind of social element to this. And I know he doesn't understand that, but it does exist.
Can we talk about my poker buddy, Rich Voss, my good friend and poker Fred, Rich Voss? I've seen him do stand-up a few times. Whenever he's in town, I usually go check him out. And this set that he did at Chrissy Bear's Content Hotel was by far the best thing I've seen him do. And I'm talking about his entire line of work. He demolished the place. He took out everyone in his
he kills. Every time I
act.
see him at Skankfest, he kills. Like he's genuinely a great comic.
He was fantastic.
He's Mensa on stage. He's an idiot off stage, but he's one of the funniest human beings out there and can destroy any room. But according to Steel Toe, you dropped the ball with Rich Voss. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh no, I didn't. What does Steel Toe say?
Well, there's a clip in.
I can't get caught up. I'm watching Bills games. I don't have time for all this nonsense. What did Steel Toe say?
He basically said that you rushed him off the panel when you could have kept him to goof on Steel Toe, but instead you threw him off to which you made a mistake. You should have kept Rich Voss on.
Okay.
You had a great booking and you insulted Rich Voss. Rich Voss looked as if he was insulted.
Can I tell you, I haven't heard Aaron saying, but from what you're saying, I speak Steel Toe well enough now to make this guess. I think Aaron's saying Rich Voss would have demolished Carl for making fun of Aaron. Like Voss gets comedy, so a mind like that would have sat there and gone, I don't know why you're making fun of this guy. He's very funny.
I think part of that's true. I think he's hoping that Voss puts Aaron on his radar,
Yes.
and maybe Aaron could invite Voss on the Steel Toe program.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So, right, because this is all real life, and we all take sides and have actual grudges.
Right, yeah, of course. So
it's very odd.
I'll tell you the real story of what happened is that Anthony Cumia was asked to be at this gala in New York City on Friday night that President Trump might be attending. It was for WABC. And, of course, Anthony was supposed to be on Who Are These Podcasts on Friday night. So Chrissy felt bad about this and said, do you want me to ask Rich if he'll come on WATP? And I said, sure. And Rich's response was, it depends on how I do on the golf course that day. And my response to Chrissy was, tell Rich to go fuck himself. We'll be fine. And that's why Rich came onto the show, and I was like, nope, don't even fucking get up here, man. He sat down. We had a little back and forth, and I told him to get the fuck out of there. And it was all fun. It was all good.
Aaron hasn't had a guest on his show since the Depression. Has he ever had a guest on his show? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
Was the Depression last year for Aaron? Around April?
Around when that, yeah, very good. That was funny.
No, I take all of Aaron's notes very seriously. He's running a pro show that I hope to someday be as good as. Supertip.gg/WATP. We have some ones that came in, I think probably from the weekend when we were live streaming on the content feed. People might have thought they could do this, so I apologize. But here's Stan Lawler. First time watching Love Shuley. Yeah, that can't be from.
Oh.
No, that's spoken like a first-time watcher. Give it a couple episodes.
Can't be it.
When I laughed about the litter box, I didn't have my lower partial in, showing I'm missing 5 front teeth. Falsies confirmed.
Is that true, Shuley?
I don't know. We'll have to look at that footage. I'll have the Zapruder boys get on that back there.
Let's get a forensic accountant on that.
Yeah.
So thorough, Joe Burrow. My man.
Villa fucking Roma. Hopefully the black mold killed all the bed bugs.
Yeah, there were bugs. I don't know about bed bugs, but there were certainly bugs.
There was definitely an ecosystem in the bed.
Yes.
The only reason I spent 1 hour on Verizon's helpline was if I got a hot female rep so I could get in her panties and get free service. Alas, nothing but a sausage fest over there.
Did you say sausage fest? Interesting. I might have to switch carriers. I need to have my bandwidth stretched. Ands get plenty of coverage all over my face.
Yeah, I mean, guys, Woke Dad might be a groomer, but he's not a gay man. I don't know why this is.
No, he's all hetero.
The super tip system, yeah. What are you guys doing?
I know we look a bit alike, sound a bit alike, and even belong to the same chosen people. But for the last time, I am not Ben Shapiro.
Is that true?
I can't confirm that. No, I can't confirm that at all.
I don't hear that similarity in the voice, but
you see, Mike would pick up on this better than most. Yes, I agree. H is for heretic. Oh, so go ahead, Shui.
I was just going to say, Ben's not live right now, so just take that into account.
Yeah, are they ever streaming at the same time? Good point.
I'm late for the next
Late,
Jubilee.
club-footed and gay, not a boob in sight.
Thanks, Anthony. Peter O'Keefe says, "You're really blind? I thought that was a bit."
I don't. What's the?
He's winking at you right now. It's a total bit.
What would the bit be?
Ta-da!
I've never understood that.
Well, I mean, we all know Stevie Wonder can see because we watched him grab a mic stand that was falling over.
Sure.
So some people just like it for the sympathy or something. I don't know.
Yes, it's a lot of sympathy I've got.
Or maybe you think you look cool in dark sunglasses.
All of that is true. People are very nice to me, and I look really cool.
As a friend, Mike, I'm gonna let you know we can see your screen clearly through those glasses. So just be careful what you scroll through.
Okay, it's just you guys right now. I think. I hope.
Carl, I DM'd you to come on the High Pitch Eric and Gonzo pregame Monday Night Football show on Spaces tonight at 7 Eastern. Shuli, Adam, and Mike are welcome too. I'll get back to you on that, Gonzo. I actually did see that you had a DM on X for me.
I got a high pitch update for you if you want. His voice is no longer high pitched.
I've noticed that. He's lost it.
He's lost the fastball.
Wow. And not only is it not high pitch, it's very baritone.
Yes.
How does that happen at age 60 or whatever the fuck he is?
That's a good question.
I mean, it's taken all the fun out of talking to this guy. You know what I mean? It's just now you're just talking to a guy with a really deep voice.
It's like when you find out that Stuttering John doesn't stutter. You're like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah.
why are you famous?
Oh my God. Was Eric tall? What's going on?
Surely is it that voice that he used to use that he would have that regular voice he would do sometimes? Is that what it is?
Oh my God, I'm so fucking tired.
You know, that voice. It's like that. Yeah. It's weird as hell. He called me the other day.
Who are these podcasts? White power.
Well, just like John, their casting was based on their personality and charm, not their disability. So I'm sure that he'll be great.
Sure.
Yeah. Unlike John, he changed so much from his first appearance to the guy we know now.
The Blatcast coming in.
I not only found out about Drew Lane from WATP, but I actually get all my news from Carl Hamburger, Hamburger. I also can't wait to listen to WATB tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for more.
I guess I didn't give a good enough plug. Yes, Christian, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on Who Are These Broadcasters with, I believe, E-Rock, Christian, and Eric Zane breaking down what's going on with Howard Stern. Pescado Joe coming in.
In the Valley of the Men, you will find me with my mouth full of gay. Who is a bigger baby? Mersh, Stuttering Juan, or Howard Stern? Also, Billy West was at his best doing Marge Shot.
I agree with that.
I was a fan of the Raymond Burr. Billy West as Raymond Burr in heaven.
Zach Durant became a member. Thank you very much for doing that. We have 2 bonus episodes every single month on this channel. You can find it under the membership tab. And also you can watch our shows on Saturdays that are behind the paywall when we do them live. Hellraiser69 with a $10 super sticker. Thank you, Hellraiser. Always good to see you, buddy. Miss Demeanor. Kale, SJ Revenge Pun, VTL chair stream, catching SJ peeing, plus talking to self and N-bomb. Yet Shuli and Joe refuse to play. Thin skin or just bad at business?
Hi, Vince.
Vince always gives $2. This might actually be a real person.
That's exactly what Vince would do.
That's what he wants me to think.
Come on, man. Wake up, dude.
We'll address some of that today. I played on our stream. We were doing the show on Saturday, and we played him dropping a hard R on John's show. And John freaking out. So I think that John's starting to learn again that like Vince is always trolling him. He forgot for some reason.
No, Carl, he's nice to him sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, so how can he be a troll? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I like seeing him learn things because I know in 14 seconds whatever he just learned is gone for good. You know.
Colonel Clink, $5. Whoa, this lineup is murderer's row, and I mean I'm sure all 4 of you had one time murdered someone. Oh, I thought that was a compliment. It was manslaughter.
Got away with it.
Yeah, it's manslaughter, by the way. Wasn't premeditated. Michael Gavin Ali, MGA is here. Remember for 3 months. Do you think SJ would? I can't do a Michael Gavin Ali impression. Do you think SJ would get Howard's spot if Howard left? SJ would be better as an Amazon Flex driver or warehouse employee. SJ should get a regular job. There's no way John could work in the warehouse like you do, my friend. He would fail at that because those are hard jobs that you need to be competent for and show up on time for and want to do. Naturally negative. I can't believe Howard Stern has fallen so far. He's become Stuttering John's opener. That's true. Akamugan. I'm surprised Mancow hasn't claimed he's replaced Howard Stern. He might have. Who would know? Citizen M. Mersh is waiting on his apology, Clubfoot Queen. Sorry, Mersh.
Team Mersh.
Sorry, buddy.
Not good enough.
I don't know what I did yet, but we'll find out.
We'll do it again at the top of the hour.
Ozone, $5. Carl, I thought Mersh was your friend. You called him a loser because he dared to state the obvious about Content House.
It felt harsh. I'm with Mersh.
I'm doing a show over here, guys. Come on. Cut me some slack.
I'm with Mike. It felt like he jumped a couple levels there, you know?
Yes. AO1012. Mersh, Adam, you were on Buffy when no one cared. And who even are you? 2 days later, I never criticized anyone. Is that one of the?
He actually said everybody knows the last 3 seasons of Buffy can't compete with what Angel was doing because David Boreanaz was much stronger than James. Like, not since a convention has somebody hit me with such intense feelings about it. I didn't know. I will send you an 8x10. I will send you an 8x10.
Nice.
Just let me know what quote from the show you'd like, Mersh.
Fast Fat Guy 666 went out to buy a pillow and missed the creep off. Why are you missing the creep off? It's still up there. We leave all the shows up. It was a good episode today. You can watch it on the Creep Off channel or on this channel. What are you laughing about over there, Shuli? What's so funny?
He's going out to buy a pill. What are you testing him? Like, just fucking order one on Amazon.
You don't go out on a Monday afternoon to grab a pillow or two? Come on.
Insane.
We're going to make a day of it.
Yeah. Ozone says, Carl, why are you so incapable of ever admitting when you do something that doesn't work? This lack of self-awareness is crazy. Well, John actually called me out for that as well. We're going to get into that.
Oh.
John also thinks that I am incapable of admitting that I've done something wrong or that I'm an idiot. So we'll get into it. Hack Ride Studios is here. Nice win last night, but shout is ours, Oregon Ducks. Here we go. And changing the lyrics to fit your city is gross. Animals filmed in Oregon, not Rochester. I hate the shout song for the Bills. And now the Bills are also doing the Michigan Wolverines thing where they play Mr. Brightside every fucking... They do it at the Sabres games, too. I don't know why everyone's singing Mr. Brightside at sporting events
Boston
now.
College, I think, does it also. I don't know why that's such a thing. But I got to say, I know Shout as the Bills song. Love it or hate it. I don't know it as the Ducks song. Sorry.
Yeah, no one cares about the Ducks. I mean, they were good last year for a bit. We were all rooting for you, Casey. We love that you were happy about that, but holy shit, man.
Anything new with you, Shuli? What's going on? Anything happening?
I'm parting the hairs, Carl. People say you are an angry drunk. Any truth? Yeah. In fact, I also saw that Adam and I do not get along at all. He despises me.
I thought you guys were a gay couple. I can't keep it right.
But then I told Adam to talk into the microphone 5 or 8 times over the weekend, and people assumed that I was very angry with him. It's Eric Nagel, $5, says, no, Aaron gets off on being humiliated and wanted Voss to know who he was and trash him. That's very possible, actually. That's part of his cuck mentality. Thank you, E-Rock. Tony Baloney, member for 4 months. What a great Monday. Busy as hell. And first had Kumia, then Blunder, and now PDP to carry me the rest of the crazy day. Thank you. You are welcome, Tony Baloney. Assman, 69. Has anyone ever told Blind Mike he's black? Shh.
Don't let him. What?
Isn't that a Chappelle show bit?
I have to take back so many of the things I've yelled before.
Poker Mike. Met Grant at hotel. Shuli VTL plus SJ equals great. Why afraid? I don't think that's the real Poker Mike. That's VTL. Jay Dabbler. I hate to say it, but I like Adam Bush now. Whoa! You won over Jay Dabbler?
Just give it to the end of the episode, Jay.
It's impressive, buddy.
It'll
Mike
change.
Cuts. Mike Cuts, $5. Adam, you are now my favorite broadcaster, and you never spit on me. Oh, hi, Carl. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was amazing. that was amazing.
Mike Cuts rules. All right. So he's sitting right in the front. I did. he was sitting right in the front.
Former sheriff of Orange County.
Yep. We were chatting before the show, and it was great. I was very excited to meet him and talk to him. And then I did a little bit that I wasn't planning on doing, but it just, spontaneously it seemed like it would be a good idea.
Off the cuff.
It was off the cuff. Yes, that is true. What was it? Someone revealed. What was the reveal about Jenny Jingles was with someone else? God, do you remember, Adam, what the clip was? Anyway, it was someone accusing Jenny Jingles of cheating on me with someone. Yeah. And I had beer in my mouth. I just spit it everywhere. I went, this is how I find out? And I meant to do it just to my side, but it went everywhere. It got all over this guy. And then the rest of the show, he's giving me every dirty look imaginable. And I'm like, fuck, this guy wants to murder me. So I'm feeling really bad about it. When I ended the show, I immediately walked over to apologize to him because I don't give a fuck. It's like, well, why are you throwing all these fucking deadly stares at me then while I'm doing the show? You don't give a fuck.
Guys, have you seen the rooms we're staying in? You think a little spit's going to bother me? Right. Come on, bring it on.
At least Mersh wasn't the only one you were spitting on this weekend.
Let's spread a rumor the guy just had a yarmulke on and Carl spit on him. Let's get that going.
Art Bailey, Poker Mike is definitely not Vince. Good meeting you guys. Good meeting you as well.
Thanks, Art Vandelay.
And Rick from New York says, looks like Mike's new camera adds 75 pounds. I demand a refund, Mike. You cannot stand for this.
People keep saying that. I'm worried it's just what I look like, but I think it might be the camera.
That's weird. I haven't noticed any difference. Just that your background is more plain. That's all I've noticed.
Well, thank you.
I'm not saying it's a compliment. I'm just telling you.
As long as it's fame, that's all I care about.
I'm just telling you how I feel about the matter. All right. I want to get into some stuff from John's show yesterday. And I'm going to get a little self-indulgent because John addressed me directly for the first time since he's been back. Because he really doesn't. The two things he doesn't talk about are Shuli and me with this lull suit that he has going on. Someone advised him not to do it. But apparently he's starting to get a little looser with things now.
Well,
and,
this helps. This is when some truth serum in his system helps it come out.
Yep. So this is John apparently heard that I said something because someone told him that I said something, and so he felt the need to address it.
Sounds reliable.
But the real reason why I'm bringing this up is just do it. This guy always thinks he's right, and he never is.
Right.
And he'll never admit when he's wrong. And I don't punch down, but this was something that I felt the need to address. Not really, because it's like taking the bait, and I understand that. But
he wants it both ways.
Every way possible.
Every way possible. This is something I would never address, but I will this one time. But I shouldn't, but I am.
But I don't punch down, but I am now. But I never do, so don't say I do, because there's a reason for this.
Yes. I'm not falling for this, but let's investigate this a little further, shall we?
A certain friend of mine told me that he was saying, "Oh, John, so it had nothing to do with him leaving because of his family. It had everything to do with him wanting to pay Vince less."
Carl's that
suffering succotash.
No, that was John. I know, but it's a spot-on impression. I understand, but thank you, because we do have audio-only listeners, so I'm glad you said something.
We used to say that John has become Billy Crystal. He's now become Harvey Firestein from the Torch Song trilogy. Do you remember when they try and interview him, and he's like, "I don't have to answer to anybody." Like, that's John now. He's so wet.
Do you think on like today he knows he's going to be addressing Carl, so he puts on that shirt to help channel that voice and really make it sound as Jeff to do it as possible?
See, that's why I don't wear shirts like that, because it'd be too obvious. You know what I mean? I got to pretend I'm hetero a little bit over here.
Yeah, you don't want to be ringing a dinner bell over there.
It's like when Eric the actor would have to anger himself up before he would call into the Stern show. He has to Lady K himself in the mirror.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Get right into character.
Now, Vince will tell this lunatic, and we could corroborate it with the facts of the matter, but he doesn't know the facts of the matter.
So what I love about this setup, and this is going to be a long bit, but what I love about this setup is John goes, "A guy told me Carl said a thing," and Carl doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know the facts of the matter. I would argue that maybe John doesn't know the facts of the matter if he just heard third hand of something that I talked about. But what he's saying here, and this is going to get very confusing, and I need you guys' help for this. What he's saying is that I said the reason why John left the internet was so he didn't have to pay Vince the money he owed him in the settlement for the $12.5 million lawsuit. And maybe I said that. Maybe I said that was a factor in
it. Was
it.
a popular theory when he left. I don't know if you specifically said, but I remember people saying that.
I don't know either, because I can tell you exactly what I did say. And the reason why I say this is because Vegas Beer Sales Jerry told me this. He goes, "Carl, you guys are talking about how John's mom's not letting him podcast anymore. No. The two kids that he still has a relationship with or some kind of communication with told him he has to get out of the Dabbleverse and stop doing this, or else they're cutting him off. Like the oldest is already gone. But he's trying to keep the youngest and the middle child in communication. And that's what I've said, because that's what Vegas Beer Sales Jerry told me, because that's what John told him.
And that's also what John said on the air a long time ago. During his show, with no sense of irony, he said his kids have said, "It's not good for you." And he said, "I have to defend your honor." And they were like, "Please, please don't." And he was like, I'm just going to do it anyway. And then he just kept doing it.
Oscar told him to leave the internet, and he left for a week.
Yeah.
Right. And the whole thing is, well, listen, he almost left after he went to a Collective Soul concert because the lead singer spoke to
I
him.
realize it's actually all about love.
You're right. But, and he tries to sell this angle of like, oh, it's because Vince was getting a portion of my YouTube. Like, none of it was real.
None of it was real.
It was all bullshit. And, so that's how when he's open and honest about something, it's bullshit. That's it. This guy always lies.
Also,
always.
What if I was just like, I bet John quit the internet because he didn't want to pay Vince. Would you be this angry at me? Like, this is going to go on and on, by the way, but I don't know why he's so worked up about this either way. So this is him explaining.
I just want to point out something that Mike Moore said that was very accurate is he lisps more speaking as himself than he does doing an impression of you.
Right.
Yeah. This lisp is out of control that he's got now. Like a whistle / lisp. It's weird.
Also, I'm not saying this is how gay people become gay, but he's been.
Well, you would know.
Yeah,
please
tell us how when you're done with this part.
Right, yeah. But John has been experiencing a pussy desert for over a decade.
Yeah.
So it's very possible you just like, fuck it. Whatever we can do here, make this work. What I'm saying is, if anyone's going to suck a dick, I think it's going to be a way more chance that John would be doing it.
I'm just trying to relate to
Drew
my
Lane
kids.
Drew Lane was talking about this, how Charlie Sheen has partied so much that he's gay because there's just nothing left for him.
Right.
They have similar backgrounds.
Yeah, it's like Mick Jagger and David Bowie. I don't think Mick Jagger is gay. Anyway, that went over people. So this is John explaining why this must be bullshit that he quit the internet because of these payments he owed to Vince.
I started paying Vince in like last year, October or September.
Because he's stupid.
It was way prior the beginning. And by the time we got to January, which was where I stopped podcasting, that's when I think I might have made one payment, maybe two, of $25, $35. And let's go on. I was going to check it, but even let's go on a limb, maybe 3 of the reduced. But that being said, I'm guessing it's probably less, more like 2, January, February, and that was it. And then Vince had the smartness and the embarrassment enough to tell his lawyer to say I didn't have to pay anymore. Regardless.
Smartness and the embarrassment.
Just do it. Did I come back in March?
Do you see what I mean? Like, none of this makes sense to me. I'm trying to parse this. I understand this story better than anyone. And I'm listening to this and going, what the fuck is he getting on about? What is this?
Let me go on a limb. That was my favorite.
Can we go on a limb?
Let me go on a limb.
Regardless. Just do it. Did I come back in March? I don't think, though. Thank you, Crackhead Bob. You're welcome.
Oh, Jesus.
This is Tourette's. This is what that Balin Dupree does. This stuff just comes out of him uncontrollably.
Yeah, you're right. That was like the South Park episode where Cartman gave himself Tourette's and started admitting that he sucked out his cousin's balls. Not the point. Shuli, what the fuck just happened in this clip?
Yeah, this is like you hear this conversation from a room as you're walking down a hallway of a mental hospital.
Yeah, this is the R wing. Yes,
you just look through a little square and you hear the guy, "Thank you very much. You're welcome."
Yes. This is the conversation I hear when Opie's out on the town in New York City and is filming random people. It's like this is a lunatic.
Can you point to where Lady K is in the room with you now?
Right. But this is what I'm trying to wrap my mind around. So he says, why would I have to get off the internet when I started paying Vince in October, which we know he never paid Vince. Like, that was the thing that Vince was just like, dude, you owe me money. And John's like, well, I'll get it to you. I swear, and it's just like kept delaying the payment. But I don't care. When he says 25 or 35 bucks, like, I believe that. I believe that's the negotiation that they had. And John's so stupid that Vince has been going on John's show and showing him receipts for what his attorney cost him to get this settlement. He's saying it's cost him $63,000.
Sure.
And John, in his fucking dumb mind, thinks that Vince the lawyer paid $63,000 to settle a $12.5 million case so that John would pay him $25 a month.
Right.
And I'm the idiot.
and the payment changed. It went down each time.
Right.
So it's like, which if this is something that the court is ruling on, that's the price. It doesn't change.
So the lawsuit was all bullshit. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of John, and it got John to get Vince back on his show for a time so that Vince can be part of the Dabbleverse again. So I don't know why this is coming up now. Oh, because his buddy told him I said a thing. That's right.
Right.
That's right. So he's got to put me in my place. And shoot, I don't know if you know this, but we're being sued by this asshole, and he's threatening additional lawsuits in this clip.
Good.
Did I come back in April? Good. Just do it. Did I come back in May? Just do it.
Can I tell you where
Did
I
I
feel
come
bad
back
for John
in June?
a little bit?
Yeah,
Is
please.
that, I genuinely it's got to be tough on him because every time I hear him say "just do it," it's like, God, it would be so freeing for John if he could just call you a fag.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually feel bad for him. It's like, John, just get it off you. Unburden yourself.
Also, it would be funnier.
Oh,
I called John a faggot when he sued me, and
Yes.
it was really fun.
Yeah. Wait till we say it in court. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
Sorry.
I did consult with my attorney. I was like, I can call John a faggot still, right? He said, oh, yes, that's perfectly fine. What were you going to say, Adam?
No, we all have those friends or that friend growing up that just loved to do that voice all the time, that quote-unquote gay voice. You just want to say, you can just live like that. You don't have to wait for the moment. You can just be you, John.
It's really good, that voice.
Just do it.
He acts it out, too, and he does
He
the little
enjoys it. He likes being a
loves
little
it.
teapot. It makes him feel like a real dandy.
Well, because in his mind, the gayer he is when he's saying it, the gayer you are. Somehow that's the math.
Yep, it is.
So I hope he gets to a point where he starts sucking on a dildo while he's goofing on you. That'd be great.
You want to watch me deep throat this lady, Kay? Is that what you want?
Just do it.
I'll sit on this thing, I swear to God.
Did I come back in July? Just do it. Did I come back for most of August? Just do it. The answer is no. Therefore, just do it. You again are wrong. You make ridiculous allegations.
Ranch dressing.
Which I deem, in my honest opinion, borderline defamatory.
Uh-oh.
I'm smelling your
shit.
lawsuit cooking. Borderline defamatory.
Can we all agree he really does think he's in the courtroom in My Cousin Vinny, right?
Yes.
It's the movie he's watched the most. And this whole cadence is him just walking back and forth along the jury box. Mister, just do it.
But you make these allegations, and they have no basis in truth. Not at all.
There's a really funny kicker that's coming up in a moment. But again, remember, I told him that I said a thing, and now he's going to sue me for defamation. This is where we've gotten to. This escalated quickly, in my opinion. So he actually does explain to us the reason why he left this most recent time. It's not the reason that Beer Sales Jerry told me about, him wanting to have a relationship with his children.
Oh.
It's not that. He's got a reason, though.
That was integrity
I went away.
verification.
Everyone knows that's not true.
I wanted you to think I cared about my kids, you fool.
You got me.
Yeah.
You fell for it.
I went away when I left to teach school for the same reason I went away this time.
Wait, so he went away to teach school again?
He means a couple years ago.
No, I know. So he left for 8 months, and he came back, and that was when he came back on MLC, and I was there, and Bob, and we had that whole. That was when he left, and he was a substitute teacher at the time.
Yeah, and substitute teachers don't go away to school. You sit by the phone and wait for it to call.
It was a long-term gig. So he just said he left this time for the same reason he left last time. So does that mean he was substitute teaching? Or does he want us to think that? What's going on?
I think he's coming up with this on the fly because because as soon as if you go back to the beginning, when he starts it, it's like he runs over a spike strip and all 4 tires are flattened.
Okay,
5 seconds into
start
this.
this from the beginning again. Let's listen to this all the way through.
I went away when I left to teach school.
Boom.
Wow. For the same reason I went away this time. And that's a fact, Jack.
Okay.
What's a fact? I mean,
but he wants to make it look, it had nothing to do with the reason he gave. Oh, yes, it had everything to do with the reason I gave it. This was just a byproduct. And that was only 2 months.
The reason he gave is that we scared him away from the internet, right? Wasn't that the reason he gave? Because people were fucking with him and he couldn't handle it anymore and it was too much?
He was tired of the cesspool of ridiculousness.
Right. Yeah. So is that the reason why? Because that's not right.
It doesn't matter. It just wasn't something we did. It was a choice he made outside of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, then everyone keep doing what you're doing, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, right. And what I like about this is, again, if the reason why he left was to try to mend these relationships with his children, his adult children, then that obviously failed because he's invested in StreamYard again. He's back to podcasting every day. So apparently the kids are just like, yeah, Dad, I still don't want anything to do with you. He's like, fine, fuck it.
So much for that.
He's not talking about the Dabbleverse. He's not talking about it. He's talking about other stuff.
Joke's on you, Carl. It was never going to be fixed, you idiot.
Okay. So he does give a reason why he's back. He's going to tell us why.
Why did I come back? Because I'm an entertainer. And I've left
I don't think he was telling a joke just there. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe you thought it was a joke you heard earlier in the day or something.
It's amazing. All these callings he has in life are part-time. You know,
Billy Joel. I am the entertainer.
Yeah. But nothing's full-time, you know?
Right.
I need to go back to school to become this. It's like I left to become a teacher on an extra board, basically. And now you're a podcaster that will go on at 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, whenever you feel like it. Same shit.
I'm an entertainer. And I've left for 8 months and I've 2 8-month clips and it doesn't stop anyway. Nothing stops. Even in my departure, you idiots are still sending people to my gigs.
That is true. Shuli and I, we have a newsletter that we send out reminding everybody when his gigs are and asking them to go to them for us. What the fuck's he talking about?
It's like every person who buys a ticket to a show is an enemy at this point.
Right.
Mind. So it's like,
oh my God, yeah.
You know,
Nasty Neil was like, no, you're a good person. He's like, hold on, stop with the sarcasm. Stop it right now.
Yep.
He goes, he's the only comic that's like, how's it looking tonight? Sold out. Jesus Christ, no. God damn it.
It's a nightmare.
So many haters.
Why'd you sell so many tickets?
It's the funny part is, and we've pointed this out, is that people were losing interest in John. He was doing stand-up gigs. He was at these conventions, and people just stopped going because they're just like, okay, whatever. It's not a thing anymore. And then he sued us.
Yeah.
And now everyone's interested again. So if John was looking to deflect from the cesspool of ridiculousness, he's done the wrong thing.
I think at the end of the day, he likes all the attention. Like he'll go off on, but that's all he has to talk about. That's why the first couple times I watched him, he wouldn't mention you guys at all. And then I'd hear him once in a while go like, I can't talk about this, but let's just say the man that hosts that show is a no-talent hack. And I was like, I wonder who he's talking about.
I know he won't say my name, but he'll say just do it over and over again. But Your Honor, he can be talking about any queer. All right. We have no idea.
So then that led to him just very obviously talking about the two of you like 3 days later.
It's amazing.
My favorite was the my mom's name, which he refuses to say now. And the other day, he you know, what's great about John is when he calls an audible and he comes up with something on the fly. So Noga is in his chat. And he goes, "We're gonna change your name, Nugart, Newgard. We're gonna call you." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what it is. That's your new
smart.
name
Make
now."
it closer to the N-word, John. That's
Right. Yeah.
Well, it just proves he's a good person now. That's great. Good to see.
Having microphones and fake flowers on a lapel.
He's still so thrown by that.
It wasn't a flower.
It wasn't a flower.
It was a lav mic with a bushy mic mic cover. You know, it's like there was no flower involved. The guy literally was wired with a microphone on his lapel. And John goes, "What's that?" "Oh, it's a poppy for Ukraine." "All right, you're in. Have a seat."
I know. John acts like it was a sting operation or something. The guy wasn't even trying that hard.
And then the flower squirted water at me.
All right. So this is where John starts giving me some action items.
So do me a favor, just do it. If you're gonna spew nonsense, now you should come back and say, "Well, okay, maybe I was wrong." But you never say that, do you? Nah. Because you're too big of a coward. You don't ever admit when you're wrong. You didn't admit you were wrong when you accused me of asking OJ if he would sign my knife.
I gave John $100. That was a bet that we had. And he didn't say it to OJ. He said it to a car door. But either way, as soon as I saw the video, I said, "You're right, John." And I sent him $100. And that's his first example of when I don't admit when I'm wrong about something.
You did it in a just do it sort of way. Where you were...
It's $100, Mike.
Yeah,
that was my 2024 apology rate. 2025, it's gone up.
It's gone up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Wrong. You didn't admit you were wrong when you accused me of asking OJ if he would sign my knife.
Oh, he deflated.
You also.
Well, he got distracted by someone in the chat.
Yeah.
This happens a lot during the show where he looks down and he's just like, "Oh, that sucks." Like he gets distracted. I have some clips I'll play in just a little bit. He's very distracted by the chat these days.
Never admitted you were wrong when you said that I didn't beat Shaq in basketball.
You didn't beat Shaq in basketball. You made one shot. That's not how basketball works. Fuck.
But
John never admitted that he was wrong when he said he was a better guitarist than me. I'm still waiting for that admission.
But to have this list at the ready in your mind at the age of 60 just shows how mentally ill this man is. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Shuli, my favorite example of this, I brought up a couple times now, so my apologies, was when John was picking his fantasy team and he wouldn't take a Bills player. Like, I'm so in his fucking head during his fantasy draft. He's thinking about Lady K. Was he such a just do it?
Well, this leads me to this question. We were batting this around last night on Rico. Is there a dollar amount for John to send either
50.
you or I the link to his show?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a number for him? I personally think for me, there is no number.
There is, but the number would be higher for you, for sure. Yeah.
See, much like him not picking any Bills players, he would reject any offer if it had to do with me. And you can't mute me. You can't throw me off after 2 minutes. It's like legit one-on-one, as close as a conversation we can get.
As much as I want to fundraise for this project that you're pitching right now, I actually have attorney fees. So can we hold off on this?
I'm
well, and
very
there's
aware.
no point in going on John's show because he wouldn't adhere to any of those rules. He'd lower your volume or turn your mic or mute you or kick you off or whatever.
Right.
In his defense, I did mute him when we did a show together just because he was
You had
screaming.
to.
There's nothing else I could do.
He
Just
was just
gonna
making
scream over
sounds and noises. He stopped speaking. He was just.
You really don't think there's a dollar amount, Shuli?
No.
He's broker than he's ever been.
Yeah. He needs money.
Desperate.
It would be the same as last time. Wasn't it 3,000?
Well, that was the MLC rate. When John and I did 2 shows together, we was just to split super chats.
Don't you think it would be less on his channel? Because he would also get the super chats?
I'll tell you this: Nasty Neil, like a week ago,
that was $200, right?
Sent me an email saying John wants me to send him $200 and he'll send me the link. And then the next day, John wrote him another email and said, "Okay, now it's $100."
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday or Saturday night, when John was on drunk, somebody super chatted him $2 and said, "Send Nasty Neil the link," and he sent him the link for $2. So.
Shrewd negotiator.
Well, that was the same thing with Opie. So John came back, did Brennan's show for $3,000.
Yeah.
Then did Chad's show for like $600, I want to say. And he might have done Chad's show twice that week. And then he was going to go on Opie's show, and he was down to a 12-pack of beer, to which Opie responded, "How about a 6-pack?"
Don't insult me, Greg.
Yeah, it's wild how quickly these things diminish for him. All right, a couple more clips on this, and then I'll stop being so self-indulgent. But John hasn't addressed me directly in a while, so it's very fun, very exciting for me.
How many L's before you finally start waking up and saying, I'm not even going to give you the clip. Wake up and...
He called himself. He was going to do an impression of what I should say, what kind of how big of a loser I am, and he knew that I would just isolate that out of context.
Well, I'm not even going to give you the clip. Wake up and just call yourself an idiot. Because you are. You have no idea who I am. You have no idea what I stand for, apparently. Just do it.
You stand for Ukraine.
All you do is spew nonsense.
And Gulf of Mexico.
Right.
And everything else that was on that hoodie you had on the other day.
I'm gonna say something that would sound crazy. If I heard anyone else say this, I would think that they're a fucking asshole. And I'm gonna say it right now. I think I know John better than John knows John. I honestly do. He's so delusional. I don't think he even understands. I know where he's going with his sentence every fucking time. Well, it's earlier I was very confused, but most of the time when he starts a sentence, I know where he's gonna end. I know where he's going with it.
I think 90% of everyone involved in this show right now, chat and people on the screen, know John better than John does.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm not alone on that theory.
No, we're not proud of it.
Right. But I was being braggadocious. Good point.
Even if I agree with that, but even if it wasn't true, sometimes I try to put myself in John's headspace. And if someone was like covering my show and I listened to a clip of them say, I think I know Mike better than Mike knows Mike, I would go, it's kind of funny. I would never think to go like, how that's crazy. How could you even make such a statement?
Right.
Like, I don't know why he gets angry at these things.
Yeah. So
you
worked
know
up about
me?
this.
You know me? I'm me. How do you know me? I'm me.
He is so worked up, and this is my final clip, and this is the kicker I was teasing earlier. You can't end a rant like this with this specific statement.
Yeah, well, I say this time it was to stick it to Vince, but that is not the truth, and Vince will be the first to tell you that was not the truth, and that.
Hold on a second. John is the one who told us he left to stick it to Vince, and he's mad at me for saying that? So if that's true, that John's like, yeah, I quit the internet to stick it to Vince, and if I repeated that, should he be that upset with me if I heard it from him?
Yeah, and Vince telling the truth in this? I mean, what's going on here? What planet are we on?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
And forgive me, I'm no lawyer, but didn't he leave the internet because of the abuse he was getting from you? Isn't that the entire legal argument?
Yes.
So him saying he left on his own fruition would kind of negate that entire argument, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Case closed. You're on.
Yeah, he ran away because he's a pussy boy. We've all established this.
We're gonna strike that from the record.
We were done with that a long, long time ago, and I still stayed away. So you lose again.
All right, here's my official response to what John just said. Whatever! Who gives a shit? Holy shit, we're gonna fuck ants all day on these shows? Who cares?
Man,
I say a lot of things.
Scorched Earth Carl today. First Mersh, now John.
I know.
This is
I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Clip this, Clippers.
I'm certainly no lawyer, but with John coming back and addressing you, even in a manner like this, kind of disprove the idea that you guys harmed him in some way, because he came back and is addressing you again, doing the same shit he did before. So how could it have been that bad for him? You know, I guess you can't talk about it. But...
I'm no comment Carl over here. I don't know if Anna wants to weigh in.
Folks at home, am I right or am I right?
It would as I was saying, you just said it much cleaner. It negates his entire argument of why this lawsuit exists. It completely, and as we've seen with Aaron, the judges don't like when you talk a lot of shit about the case and the people in it. You're just supposed to be quiet. So this is all him shooting himself in the foot.
And you know what I want to say to that, Mike? My 2 cents is that over 1,400 people watching, hit the like button, hit subscribe, maybe the notification bell so you find out when we're live on this very channel. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate going to supertip.gg/WATP like Daddy Poopy did.
Shuli, I heard you have a little virgin friend that is in need of a place to live. In my art studio, I have a little bunker that's hidden from view with a bed and some Korov, water.
My pal Lenny.
Yeah, I think Lenny doesn't live that far from... Oh, you know what? Did I talk about this on the show? I might have... Oh, well, I guess it's more of a WATS thing, but that's this guy Woke Dad that we've been following for a while.
Yeah.
And Mike, my brother and sister-in-law visited him.
We talked about this. Unfortunately,
we did talk about it.
They said he was a nice guy, which I don't.
That's
care.
right. We did talk about it at WATS.
Bums me out. But...
Yeah. They talked for a long time.
Yeah.
Hazard Forward coming in.
Content Motel, great setup. You all look super comfortable behind that lovely coffee table.
My favorite moment was being screamed at by Carl for not speaking into the mic. Fuck you, Carl. Mike came up to my crotch.
Ghost Crusaders TV.
I told Carl that he needed to apologize. Not to me, not to my beautiful, smart, funny, talented, and funny wife, Kiki, but he needed to apologize to her ugly brown asshole, and he did it.
Yeah, Keanu in her stand-up set, which was great, talked about Googling Keanu's asshole. And the punchline was Gino comes up. But at least she's leaning into it now, which I thought she was all upset with Patrick for talking about Googling her nudes, and it's in her act now. So
that's why her asshole has a headband on it. All right, I didn't get it at first when I saw it.
Mason in Portland says, "Go Ducks, club-footed clown." All right, you're right. The Ducks are awesome. We all are rooting for the Ducks. My girl KJ from Massachusetts coming in with $100, and KJ, that is much appreciated. We definitely could use the support. Does Mike ever accidentally break into the Beggy monster in real life? His impression is too good.
I'm tempted. I think he's asleep right now. I can't do it.
All right. That reminds me. Thank you for the very generous donation on here, KJ. I joined the club with you, Shuli, you and Pat Dixon and Melton, of getting $1,000 super tip on the show.
Oh,
I got it from thank you. I got it from Mike Boudet, the host of Sword and Scale, which is the best true crime podcast of all time.
Yeah.
And he came out to Content Hotel to hang out, and we hung out on Thursday night and saw Dave Landau together, and then I never saw him again. He got real sick and went home. So that was a bummer. Looking forward to hanging with him more. But it was cool. It was really good to see him. It's the first time I've ever seen him in person before. Sean gives us $5. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy. AO1012 coming in. I'm not Vince. Sorry, Shuli, but his appearance with John was hilarious. You don't have to be Vince to believe that. Oh, yeah, no, Vince is trolling the fuck out of John right now. I agree with that. John's so stupid.
Right now? Just now?
Well, I mean, sure. Forever. Right.
But again, this doesn't make sense. There are other times he's nice to him. How can this be possible? I don't understand.
He's not always trolling me, Carl. He told me that once.
No, the nice guy act isn't part of it. Definitely not.
I never have a problem when Dummy sends Vince the link and he comes on his show. Ever.
Yeah.
Because like Carl said, and Clay's been doing this a lot now too, which is great, is they troll him right to his face now, and he's too stupid to pick up on it.
He's too stupid to pick up on it sometimes, and then other times he's too desperate for friendship to say anything. Like with Clay, a lot of times he just pretends he didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And moves on. That's very fun to watch. Stephen Trey coming in.
Hi, I am no longer bored. Attorney Stephen here.
All right.
Keep us
Thanks,
updated.
Stephen. Thanks for being here, buddy. Hazard Forward coming in.
Content Motel, a great coffee table. You guys looked super comfortable.
My favorite moment was being humiliated by Carl for not speaking into the mic that came up to my crotch.
It's great to be here at the Content House. Speaking of fucking mic, Adam, I'm trying, sir. I'm trying. Just can't reach it. It keeps moving, and I can't hear myself in my headphones, so I don't know when I'm.
It was also. Gotcha.
I was just gonna say it looked like an animal trainer in the '80s on the set with some fucking animal just yelling at it, whipping
when we were doing the Saturday stream. It was super comfortable holding onto my mic the entire time while also running the show. That was fucking great the way that worked out. God forbid there's a boom stand somewhere.
Well, it sounds like Mersh was a real asshole. This sounds like a love.
I knew it. I knew you were.
Good job calling him a loser. You really showed him. Good.
Some of us understand the concept of duality. Woke Dad can be a lolcow, and we can continue to enjoy roasting him, and he can also be a nice guy when you go meet him. I think these things can exist together.
I don't want to find out about it, though. Tell your sister-in-law to stop going there.
I know. I'll tell her. She's probably watching now.
When's enough for those two, really? Like, what are they doing? Has anyone sat them down and been like, have you thought of a hobby or something?
Well, listen, my brother Grant is Adam Bush's best friend, so I don't want to speak ill of him in front of Adam right now. He gets very upset with me when I do that.
A lot.
We're just getting to know each other. It's nothing formal yet. We're just feeling the whole thing out, you know?
What not chaser coming in?
If I have 3 kids and 2 are gay, but 1 is not yet, that means only 1.5 of my kids are gay because NYU.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Makes sense.
My kids dissipate every 5 years.
The gay kids. He's got gay math.
Dumb fuck.
What a chaser. Nothing says straight man like a magenta shirt. I don't even know what magenta is. Is that a color? Now who's gay? Gotcha. Ghost Crusaders TV coming in.
Is today the day that my attorney needed to respond to Lady K and shitware? Huh. You think I'm going to pay his lawyer fees? Are you fucking kidding me? After everything you and shitware did to me, Darkwing Duck won't even talk to me anymore. You know what? Where's Mersh? Send Mersh the link. We are going to shit all over Duff. Do it. Come on, Mersh. Adam Bush. Yo, fuck. Mersh is right. All the seasons of Buffy were great, and it all fell once your ass came along. Owen Blind Mike, how dare you troll me in my chat? You blind fuck.
You got you good there.
It wasn't me, goddammit.
Got you good with that one. You know who was trolling John was Anthony Cubia. We'll talk about that because he was at Content Hotel calling, texting, and super chatting.
Oh, I thought there was no chance that was Anthony.
That was totally Anthony. I talked to him about it the next day.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the same thing, and I texted her, and I'm like, in a nice way. I was like, "You watching this?" And he's like, "Yeah, he won't pick up the phone." I'm like, "Oh, it's on. All right, I'm tuned in."
They're all sitting at the poker table watching John and fucking with him. Very
that's
funny.
Great.
Daddy Poopy coming in again.
When the 2 youts went into the sack of sun.
Youts? Haha, you're cute, John. What's a yout?
Use. Have you seen My Cousin Vinny? Come over to watch it. It's off Freebo next month. Oh, Lucy, let's get married in Paris. You're not recording me, right?
Oh, shit. I got to put Lucy on special assignment. That's actually a really good idea. Oh,
He's
shit.
always very
too
dismissive
much?
of her when her name comes up for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. She was talking about that last night. She said he is. It's weird how he stays away from her.
I don't know who
at
that
all
is.
costs. Right.
Does it hurt her feelings? I can't imagine it's like a hit to the ego. You got to be like happy.
Maybe he's negging her and it's working.
Yeah. He's pulling out her pigtails over
But
there.
John is so wet-brained that if Lucy called him up and said, "I got these secret pictures of Carl wearing this cow bikini," he would say, "Oh my God, send them right now. You're my new ally."
Yeah, and it bothers her. That's a mountain she wants to climb. That's all. She wants to get in this fucking guy's head.
He's a celebrity. Yeah, that's why Kate Meany wanted to fuck him. That's why Lucy's upset. She's not getting any attention.
I'm a bit of a poon magnet.
Laziest man on Mars.
I don't have liver cancer. They just found cancer in my liver. Doesn't mean I own it. It's not mine.
Lies are not lies when you bury them in pedantics. Good one, John. Everyone is dumber than you. It's not like everyone in the world can see how low your IQ is, nor your childish arguments.
Good point. Laziest man on Mars is having a lot of fun today.
If I just call Shuli's mom Nougat, he has zero cause for complaint.
John, I was wrong. You're so smart, handsome, and funny. Plus, your hygiene is beyond reproach.
Nailed it. Chaka John coming in.
How many pensioners got to third base with Kiki?
I didn't go to that event. Yeah, that was like early in the morning. I didn't go to that.
Yeah, there were some bricklayers there. I don't know the answer to that. Zach Hoffman coming in.
Here you go, Lady K. Nah. Hey, Jude.
I hate that fucking song. Perry's Bug-Eyed Toad.
Mersh is the latest to realize what a piece of shit this club-footed fag really is.
I'm club-fucking-footed, you asswipe.
Silence Do-Good coming in.
Carl, you should suck Annie the review girl's dick. Hear me out. When John inevitably makes fun of you, he will undeniably prove he is not only homophobic, but transphobic as well.
It's interesting.
A classic 2-for-1.
But will Annie be upset when I explain that's the reason why I'm going down on her? You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like it'd be kind of a bummer for her. Erica Ann, member for 24 months. Hello, fellas. Great panel today. WATP TSN for life. Thank you, Erica Ann. Thanks for supporting the show for so long. I'm parting the hairs. Carl, they say you're yelling at your wife to get drinks. Oh, yeah. I saw that comment as well.
You yelling at her now, too?
Well, when she was done, and I haven't gone back and listened, but when she was done with her segment on the show, I said something like, I wouldn't be mad at you if you went and grabbed me a drink right now. And apparently that was me lashing out. I was lashing out at Anna. I was lashing out at Chad.
In your defense, she was not hopping to it. And I thought,
Thank you, Adam.
Did she get the message? That's the real question.
She did bring me a drink, so that tells you something. Jay Phoenix, here's $2, Shuli. Buy another Amazon Basics pillow.
Go fuck yourself, man. How dare you?
Scalzo Photo. Yeah, real men go shopping for pillows in the store. Scalzo Photo, $5. Hey, Shuli, I just screen recorded Adam Bush visibly laughing at and enjoying your buying a pillow wine.
Thank you.
I got your back in case Adam turns on you.
Too late, but thank you, Scalzo.
Ozone, $5. Was the Content House really just set up for Anthony's karaoke? I'm on Shuli's side. This thing sucked. Karaoke was fun. I was hanging with Anthony and Adam and Jenny Jingles, and I guess Kiki was there too. We were all singing songs. Adam killed it.
Oh, so you're a traitor. That's what you are. That's all I heard. I heard that you're a traitor and a two-timer. You're hanging with Kiki. How can you hang with her if she said things about you on the internet?
I know.
Yeah, I thought Gino was supposed to punch you. What the hell happened?
Oh, yeah, that's
there?
right. He forgot to. Oh, fuck. I got to go back.
James Q. Legend beating up Schizo Sean.
Is Clay Dabbler here?
Of course. What do you mean?
I just heard a siren. James Q. Legend, $2. Kids be damned. The show must go on. Very good. Akamugan. Was Steffi Miller or the chick he booked the Leslie in the bar story SJ used to wax on about?
No way.
He never fucked a lesbian, so it doesn't really matter. Grateful Dad. SJ wears that shirt and looks like the Jackie puppet. That's funny. PK with a super sticker. Scrotum Tingle. Stuttering John down from a 12-pack of Coors is a classic Opster power move. Even Opie thinks SJ is beneath him. Just do it. That fucking catchphrase is catching on. I've told the story before about I got sucker punched by the drummer from the band The Misfits. And ever since then, when I see people wearing Misfits clothing, I take it personally. Sure. Now fucking Nike shirts I'm starting to be like, whoa, dude, what the fuck did I do, Kind of sucks. I'm getting triggered all over the place. Scalzo Photo, $5. Mercer's upset that Carl isn't his friend. I recommend he reads The Scorpion and the Frog to better understand that, Carl. Hint, Carl is not the frog. Mercer's great. We're buddies. BMC, what amazes me about the Vince John lawsuit is that John is convinced it cost Vince a lot of money. It maybe cost Vince a few hundred. Yeah, I know. The fact that John keeps telling Vince keeps telling John it was $63,000, and John's like excited about that. Like, what's your price for that, John? What does that do for you? You get none of that money. It's the difference. Who cares?
Yeah, he's like nothing's changed. I showed you.
This is a fun clip because we pointed this out before, but John doesn't know the word granted for some reason.
Not in the mood. Look. So last night I tried watching a little bit of Pinky. Now, granted.
Are you saying granite? Well, yeah. It's granted with a D. Take things for granted. Did you actually think it was? Jesus Christ, Rick. What are you, a boulder rock person?
Anyway, John's an idiot. The thing that I really want to talk about, though, is John threatening revenge porn against Vince, the lawyer, because they've had a falling out over the weekend. So, of course, John goes right to threatening felony.
How many nude pics of Vince do you think John has that he's threatening to put out there?
That's a really good point. So, we know another guy in the Dabbleverse who actually has a court date coming up October 2nd for revenge porn. And John has learned nothing and never learns anything. So.
Sorry if my court date triggers you guys. Sorry.
I know. Aaron's amazing.
I'm telling you, he's seriously got a problem. He's on the spectrum. I'm telling you. He doesn't understand the difference between right and wrong.
Is John growing out a mustache, or is he just missing huge sections
spots? He's missing spots.
As he's shaving.
You can always tell when John's gone to a place for a haircut and shave and when he's done it himself, the shave part. And this
he looks like a Hispanic 14-year-old.
He does.
Where they're like, I can grow a mustache and this is pretty cool. You're like, no, it's not. It doesn't look good at all, actually.
Do you want me to share your picture of Lori, Vince? You want me to send that? How about the one you showed me in Jersey, Vince? Of her freaking privates. You want me to show that?
Okay, so I don't know the law real well, but I'm pretty sure that it's illegal to even threaten revenge porn. And he did this with me and Jenny Jingles. He said that he had nudes of Jenny Jingles that he was jerking off to, and I explained to him, like, by the way, that would be very illegal if you had that. And he went, I was just kidding.
He did it with me. Some fan sent him pictures of some guy that kind of looked like me, and he was like, the day he got him, he's like, you're not going to believe this, what I got. He couldn't wait.
Yep, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He loves revenge porn, this guy. He can't get enough revenge porn.
Well, remember with the fallout from the tapes where he was sitting there and for the first 10 minutes of his show, he was asking people's advice on whether or not it's bad if he releases a picture of Kate without permission on Twitter.
That's right. Yeah, he wasn't sure. He was really wrestling with that conundrum.
Let me know.
You want to send Rocco that, Vince?
Okay. So I don't know the full context. Like I said, I've been traveling. I've been watching football games. I don't know everything that's going on. But did Vince send text Rocco stuff that was private?
Yeah, he always does that.
I know.
Back when I was in the text thread with you guys, every conversation he has with John, he will take a screenshot of it and then send it to the group. Everything.
Right. So John found that out and he feels betrayed. And so he's lashing out by saying, I have
found
photos.
it out again. He found it out again,
Right.
Carl. He's known this. Yeah.
And so his response is, I have photos of your wife's crotch that I'm going to send to people.
I'm making privates public. Let's go.
He's a miracle.
You don't think I took a picture when you were inebriated and showed me that?
That's a pal.
That's not a great thing to say, John.
That's called insurance, Carl.
This reminds me of the Anthony Weiner thing. The reason why the photos got out was I forget who the guy was who was on Opie and Anthony, but one of the guys on Opie and Anthony's show.
Right?
Yeah, Andrew Breitbart. One of the guys took a photo of his phone over his shoulder and he didn't know it. And then they were able to release that.
Apparently, Art Vandelay got the picture as well.
Oh, is that in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it anyway, and I don't have it. I didn't take a picture, you dumb fuck. But fuck off. Nice try. Swing and a miss. Think I would fucking do that?
So the chat just came up on his show. I'm sorry, our delay up here for us to read. The chat just came up on his show that says, by the way, even threatening revenge porn is a felony. And so now he's going to retreat real quick on this one.
You dumb fuck. But fuck off. Nice try. Swing and a miss. Think I would fucking do that?
You just said you would.
You take anything I say seriously?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The real anger he has towards that person for daring to just believe what he said is so sincere.
And it goes
he
back.
Yelled. He didn't like laugh it out.
Fuck you.
And it goes back to my earlier presentation where John's all mad at me for saying that he quit the internet to get out of paying Vince the lawyer. He's like, I mean, did I say that? Yes, I did say that, but that was a lie. You should know that.
You piece of shit.
We've heard this guy try to talk about Jaws, a movie he's seen hundreds of times, and he can't formulate a fucking sentence regarding that movie. Yet this, he just blurts out immediately, you don't think I took a picture of that when you were inebriated? Mm-hmm. Gives away the whole how I did it, and then ends it with, yeah, but I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that, you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't think John's capable. He doesn't have enough imagination.
No, he's not quick enough.
Right.
He's not quick enough to do anything like that. That was the truth.
I want to give credit to the person who put this video together. This Bards and Noobs. I had a feeling Bards and Noobs is great work over on Dabblers Anonymous on the subreddit. So now he's showing that this is the minute that Dummy realizes that he's really stepped in it, threatening a lawyer with revenge porn against the lawyer's wife. And so we watch the gears turning in John's head ever so slowly here. Uh-oh.
You're the one who showed it to me. I don't know. Isn't that your? I didn't ask it. You just showed it. Stephen Bravo, thanks for $2. He said, though. Yeah, I don't have the pics. And I never took a pic. So I couldn't share anything anyway. Chilling with Alex the Fox. Oh, boy.
No wonder this guy lost all this money in poker.
He is sweating so profusely. You could tell this is shaking him right now that he's realizing he fucked up. They just zoomed in on his armpit.
I mean, he would have been sweating either way, but yes, it's true.
That's true. I saw less water in the swimming pool at the Villa Roma. That is what's happening underneath this armpit.
So he can share my text. It doesn't even matter. I don't have any picture. I was just fucking with him.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get back to guitar players.
So yeah, good transition, John. So he was going to try to make the argument, yeah, but he's sharing my text with Rock, and they went, I'm not going there. That's probably not my best path to get out of this one.
I've never heard Go.
How about I show your wife's chooch, Vince? All right, number 119, Steve Vai.
Yeah, exactly. I hear Casey Kasem making that segue. Have I committed a crime? We don't know. Coming up next.
John's dog death dedication.
All right, so this is more of John just not realizing, and Bards and Noobs again put this together and put it on Dabblers Anonymous. He just doesn't understand that Vince is always fucking with him at all times. And I've explained this to him. I told him to his face when we did a show together. Vince is always trolling you, John, all the time. It's funny how much great advice I've given John for free, and just let him know like how to improve his show and his life and everything else, and just keeps stepping on the rake.
John's empty chair. No congrats to me for beating last 5 TSN vids. Well, that was... See, Vince, you could have just told me that was your goal. Like, just tell me, and I go, all right, yeah, sure, I don't care. But you don't, and then I have to find out, from somebody else, and then it's like, I'm like, why does he do shit like that?
John just asked the question, why does Vince the lawyer lie?
Yeah.
I can't think of a bigger waste of time. I can't think of an exercise that would be less fruitful than to try to figure out why Vince the lawyer is lying to you. It's just something he does, accept it and move on. Fucking moron.
Vince, just explain it to me. I'll forget about it. Then I'll break out in a rage and yell at you later about it.
You know, if you just told me, like even the other day when I asked you if you did something and you said no, well, then that gets me fucking, speeding when I really didn't want to.
What? Someone in the chat on this pointed this out. John's just inventing the language now.
He can't speak properly anymore.
Yeah.
There's a big change in him since he's returned that I've noticed, especially now where he's not going to clips and Reddit and he's got more free time. It's terrible, but that guitar list is a perfect example of it, where even when it was somebody he knew telling the story, forming the sentences, he can't do it without pauses, without the use of the word fuck. What did he say the other day? Fuck, fucking fuck. Like right back to back. Like something's up.
He's going to take over for Howard Stern, though. He's a great broadcaster. better than all of us.
When I asked you if you did something.
What was he trying to say? The speaking.
Then you said no.
Oh, yeah. So I'm playing that again right now. Listen to this. I'm interested in everyone's theory on what he's trying to say.
You know, if you just told me, like even the other day when I asked you if you did something.
Oh, hold on. We're buffering here.
Then you said no. Well, then that gets me fucking, speeding when I really didn't want to.
Adam, what's your theory? That gets me speeding when I really didn't want to. What is he trying to say?
Well, he's just saying you're working me up. Why are you doing that? Just
Gets
let
my
me
heart
in
racing.
let me in on the joke, and then everything will be fine. But he still will be like, but then why did you send me beers? That was so nice.
Oh, my God.
Today you did something that wasn't nice. I don't understand.
I can't think of a dumber thing to do than to let Vince know something affects you.
Right.
It's just really just the dumbest thing you could possibly do. And John's known Vince longer than I have. How is this possible?
And what does that mean when I really didn't want to? Was it scheduled for later in the day? What is he talking about?
Just be honest with me. It would help a lot.
Oh my God, dude, you are a dumb fuck.
great video from Barnes and Noobs there.
I think he used to just regulate his drinking a little bit in terms of he knew he couldn't be wasted at the start of the stream. So there was some kind of holding back, and I think he thought his family might be watching it sometimes. So he had to just, as best he can, cut it down a little bit. I think in the last 8 months and now, it's just been nonstop. He can finally just drink all he wants to all day long. And now that he's come back, it's like that clone-less version of what it was. Slower, dimmer, stupider, louder, smellier, wetter.
Yeah, it's like he got a text that just said, "You're dead to us." And he's like, "Party! Let's do this!"
Yeah.
I'm off the hook, everyone.
Kind of, yeah.
It worked! Yeah!
That's really funny.
It's funny because Rich Voss, famously, did he have a stroke of some kind years ago? I know he suffered from a big addiction.
Yeah.
He mentioned it in his act.
Oh, he was an addict, yeah. I didn't know he had a stroke.
He mentioned not having access to part of his face, and it's apparent in his stand-up, but he turns talking slowly and having pause into brilliance. Like he uses it as a weapon, the way it just, whatever the opposite of that is for John. John uses it as just like, it's torturous, and it's crazy to see the same affect have such a terrible delivery.
But I want to make a comment on that because we've been going back and checking out Stuttering John's podcast from 2018. We call it Living in the Past with Stuttering John. It's on our Patreon or YouTube, if you remember. And it's so different. Even though the content is not different, John's always been the same guy. But his delivery, his speaking patterns, everything is way different. And when you say like, oh, he's drinking more now, like, no, we've been watching this steady decline for the last 7 years. Yeah. And it is steady.
Yeah.
And it's shocking and depressing, and people have quit drinking because of it, which is great. There's some positives that come out of it, but it's so noticeable. I don't know anyone else. There's no one else in my life that I've seen go through a decline like this. It's so noticeable.
It's been 8 months, and he didn't come up with a single new anything, not a real diss or a line. He came up with lard. What was the Cardiff?
Lardiff. Yeah,
Took him 8 months to
someone
workshop
wrote that for him too. Yeah, he's lost. He doesn't know what his show format is. He's reading listicles about Bond girls or fucking guitar players he's never heard of.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he wasn't regulating at all, and this is just the steady decline. I'm making excuses for someone that doesn't deserve one. You're right.
That's my observation, but get closer to the microphone, Adam. I'm just kidding. That's my new thing. That's my new thing when I'm mad at you. I want to point this out because we're talking about how John does not like it when you troll him. He does not like it when you say mean things to him and you super chat him mean things.
Not putting that up. In fact, I might get rid of you. In fact, I will.
That was quick.
I just won't put it up.
Meeting adjourned. You're out.
All right. You know what? I'm getting rid of it. Take that. Getting down. Fuck you. Keep your fucking $2. I don't give a shit. Not dealing with it today. Not in the mood. No siree, Jack.
So I want to just tell this audience who's watching Dabble, stop fucking with John. Stop insulting him. Stop bringing up the lol suit and writing L's in the chat. Like, he hates that. It really bothers him when you guys do that stuff. So you got to stop doing it.
It doesn't bother me, Carl. That's why I blocked him, because I don't care.
That's true. Yeah, he's not bothered at all.
The Pinky and Pocky. Okay, I'm getting rid of you, dude. Keep it up. Keep on paying me and keep on making new accounts. I don't give a shit.
Didn't he just unblock like 11,000 people?
Something like that. Yes. Yeah, right. Yeah, and now he's right back to this. Happens with all these losers, though. They all go through this thing. They're just like, all right, I'll unblock everyone. I just want to make as much money as possible. And then the people who pay him $2 and $5 at a time to insult him, he goes, oh, that's why I blocked them. I don't like this. This actually hurts my feelings.
Well, why does he think at this point of like doing a show and dealing with these people, why does he still think like, I'll block you? That'll show you. As if they'll be like, oh, now let me think about the error of my ways here.
But also he even says, yeah, and I know that you'll just come back with a different account and do it again, but I don't care. Then why you block him in the first place?
Right.
What are we doing? What's this exercise that we're going through?
It's called a victory, Carl. I know you're not familiar with them, but that's what this man gets by blocking somebody is a win.
I do take a lot of L's. That is true.
Shit. Thanks for the gumbo, Mickey.
Okay.
Ouch.
I want to point out how lonely John is. How much of a lonely loser he is. Now, we all know he drove 2.5 hours each way for Indian food with a woman he did not sleep with, probably didn't kiss. I think he would have claimed some type of victory if he had done anything, if he had touched her hand or something. He's so desperate and lonely. He does something in this quick clip that I'm going to play that he doesn't even realize how unironically funny this actually is.
Common sense. That's actually a friend of mine. You can't argue common sense with these lunatics.
His phone rings. He looks at it and he goes, that's actually a friend of mine. He's so used to getting trolled. He couldn't believe it. He's like, oh, this is the person that actually wants to get in touch with me right now. Holy shit.
John answers his phone, friend or foe?
I like that he looks at it and he goes, oh, this is a friend. Let me shut it down and turn it to silent immediately.
Right.
I don't want to talk to this friend.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is whenever John is going on these long road trips, to go see a girl or whatever, he always has to call someone on the phone and talk to them on the phone. And he brags about it. Like, dude, this is what really annoyed Cardiff. It annoyed Vinnie Paulino. I was on this list for a very brief amount of time where all of a sudden I'm just getting random phone calls from John during the day. And you're like, he wants to just chat. Like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, what are we doing right now? Why are we having a conversation? What is this about?
And I know people like that call their friends and on like long drives and just chat their ear off, and you kind of
they're called girls.
You make fun of them for being annoying, but they're calling their actual friends.
Right, that's a good point.
Vegas beer sales Jerry or whoever the fuck, Vince.
Yeah. That's just hey, pick up. I'm having thoughts. I got to stop having thoughts. Talk to me.
Yes,
Let's talk
right.
Yankees.
Yeah, I'm realizing my life is not going well. I need to.
Right.
I need a distraction. Here's just another quick example I saw of John just proving how lonely he is.
The Army Major is abroad right now, so that's what I could use right now, abroad.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oh. He couldn't say the term abroad without immediately realizing he's so desperate to get laid and have companionship that he's like, I could use abroad.
Yeah, he also couldn't even pretend to not be bitter about the Major going away on vacation. He's like,
yeah.
He's supposed to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we played this on WATP on Saturday at Content Hotel, but Vince asked John directly, when's the last time you got laid? And John said, it was 2 or 3 months ago. I christened my bed and my couch. And Shuli, I know you remember, John talked about christening his bed in Cape Coral a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I forget what country the girl was from at the time that he
I can't remember if it was Vietnam or Costa Rica.
I was going to say Vietnam as well. But there was also someone from Panama or something. Is that right?
Yeah, and also
Costa
remember there were
Rica, Mike. Costa Rica.
Remember there were 2 Vietnamese girls?
Sure.
There was like a threesome or something that he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make it up, add one more.
Why not? Well, he even said that to Vince when Vince like, when's the last time he got laid? He had to say, "Oh, I had this girl over and christened the couch, but there was also a girl in Naples I was fucking too." It's just like.
He has yet to christen that bed, and I'll tell you how I know. Because let's say this whole date thing was real. This guy drove 5 hours round trip for Indian food and then came back. There's no way. If you're getting laid semi-regularly, you go, this ain't what I said last night. I've turned down gigs that were 2.5 hours away.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Indian food?
It's a long ways to go.
Here. Yeah.
Did he also say it should have been 2 hours, but he missed the exit?
Yeah, which I saw somebody later. I saw somebody later like map out the drive, and they were like, "There is no exit to miss. Like it's a straight shot." So he's lying about something.
He's lying.
Yeah.
I was having like an existential crisis in the middle of that stream when we were covering this at the Content Hotel because we were doing that Moody thing of just breaking down the hours and the mileage and trying to find the restaurant and what he would have ordered. And at some point, it's like, why are we believing any of this? Like, it's all bullshit. Every word of it.
There is no date, Carl.
No,
oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that part.
But still, if there was, and he ordered naan, that takes like 10 minutes if they're making it fresh. How could he have? Like, we actually mapped out that there was no time for intercourse unless he just came at the table and left.
Yeah, we became steel toe when fake Adam Bush chatted him. We're like,
I disagree.
John didn't go on a date. Yeah, nice try.
He did.
Nice try. Yeah.
The other thing that happened during that conversation was John was explaining he was talking to a former colleague from The Tonight Show when he was in the car driving. And I think someone else made this observation. I think I'm stealing this from somewhere. But someone goes, oh, that's a response to Anthony Cumia. Because when Anthony laid into John last week, which was brilliant, Anthony said, how do you not have a friend or a former colleague or a fellow comedian that you could create a bit with or do a project with to see through? And so John's going, yeah, I still talk to all those writers from The Tonight Show. Like that, he hasn't brought that up in years. And now all of a sudden that's his buddy on the phone?
Well, the buddy was calling to say, look, it's been a while, but I have not received a keychain yet.
That's great. I'm going to get caught up real quick. Supertip.gg/WATP from Meredith Halfpenny coming in. Carl, Kiki said it was great. Oh, no, baby. What is you doing? She was good. The stand-up shows were all very good. I enjoyed them. But I'm a big fan of stand-up, so don't take my word for it.
This isn't going to go well. People are not going to accept that you can even not find something funny, but be like, oh, they're good at that. Or yes, they can do that. Or something was different when you met a person in real life. They won't accept that. They think you're lying, you're covering, you're blackmailed or something.
Even Gino, who headlined the Comedian at the Compound event, is very competent as a stand-up. He's got a unique style. He's good, he's quick.
He doesn't have to be your sense of humor. I was actually turned to someone like, why is Anthony going on before Gino? That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then I saw Gino's act. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Whether you're for it or not, he's got a thing. It's a presence. He's doing it. If somebody hired him, they wouldn't want their money back, even if it's not your taste or mine.
Right.
I heard he added on to the Ricada chunk. Is that true? I heard that.
I was going to ask if it was the same material he did to the steel toe thing, because that might be what people are getting their opinion.
Yeah, well, that's true. That was. I think he was a lot more inebriated at the 11th anniversary show. But yeah, no, there's no Kayla Ricada talk. He is mad at YouTube, though. That was the one thing about one of my takeaways for Gino is just like, yeah, most people like YouTube. They haven't gotten banned from it, so you don't have to shit on YouTube so much. It's not relatable.
Yeah, most people just go on there to see cute cats. You
Right.
know?
I go on YouTube and it shows me all the stuff I want to see. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is my algorithm. I like it.
And let me be clear, when we're saying somebody's good, we didn't say they were funny or we laughed or we would buy a ticket on our own. We're talking about compared to Stuttering John, who is not a comic. They can do the thing.
Okay.
That's all.
right.
Well, we walked that back quickly, Adam. Jesus Christ. I was saying he was good. I was saying they were good.
That makes sense.
They were fine. They were comics. They were, based on what I'd seen, had never quite seen anything funny or entertaining. I did not think they would be able to do it. And they're comics. They're real comics.
Yeah.
Adam, try all
Adam
you
was
want.
like, hey, look at you doing stand-up.
Like a big boy.
I get excited when people have a talent.
You try all you want. I'm still Team Mersh all day. Come on.
I'll tell you a fun observation I had about the whole weekend of shows that we did in this theater. So I get there to set up for Who Are These Podcasts? And there were a number of issues for that setup. And I ended up having to stand behind this podium thing, which was kind of uncomfortable, but whatever. The screen in the theater that comes down so we can show video clips is in front of the stage, which is a design flaw. Someone pointed out, they just probably show movies to old people here. And I went, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that story checks out. But if you wanted to do a show where you had a video screen, you can't. So we had to set up in front of the stage. So WATP was in front of the stage on the dance floor with the screen behind us. After we did our show, every other show set up in front of the stage. As if they're like, well, this is the way you got to do it. Like, no, you don't. You guys are doing stand-up. Go stand on the stage. There's stage lights and everything up there. But no, it was really bizarre.
I don't. My mic whispering interest.
All right, so it wasn't that important. It wasn't that important a story. I was just flabbergasted by it. All right.
I was gonna say, between the screen and Chrissy's kid not sleeping in the crib, I don't know how you guys made it through this weekend.
A lot.
Bravo.
I'm still processing a lot of it. All right.
Bravo.
And they're like, it was fantastic.
I think the real end to the story is how Chrissy has now contracted the baby's hand and foot disease, and she showed us on stage.
Fun at the Villa Overlook Hotel. Gino axing Carl when he walks into the lobby. All baby talk and no jokes makes Chrissy a dull girl. Here's Kiki. Good references. Club 102, Resita's hottest gay bar.
The reason I don't like Lucy Tightbox isn't because of her being completely out of my league or younger than my oldest mutant kid. It's because she's a J. I don't like the effing N's in Jess.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Perry's a bug-eyed toad.
Wow. Who wrote that joke about the club-footed fag being traumatized by the Nike slogan? Was it Chrissy, basing it on her phobia of horse bridles?
Diablo Sandwich. Carl won't criticize Content Hotel because he's worried it would jeopardize. I don't know. He's worried it would jeopardize his role as press secretary in Trump's fourth term.
I was waiting to hear Mike go, interesting.
My sister-in-law, Chaos Queen. If Carl stopped doing these dang live shows, maybe my husband would take me on a real vacation. Yeah, sorry about that. See you in Detroit this weekend coming up. Polycule Pete. John looks like he's claymation.
Yeah.
Brian Clowder. Did John have a stroke on his time off? Yes. It's possible. Whoa, Takedown DDT just gifted 10 Who Are These Podcast memberships. Thank you very much for doing that, Takedown DDT. If you got gifted a membership, go to the membership tab. That's where you find the bonus shows and all the links to the stuff that we put out. AIE Facatora.
Now, Carl.
Ali Farka-Tora.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know why I read everything as AI now.
That was one of the guitarists. That's the way John pronounced his name.
Okay.
Ali Farka-Tora.
Okay, so Shuli, you have to forgive me. I skip over when John's talking about guitarists. That part doesn't interest me as much. I don't think he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
You missed his Niels Lofgren chunk then. It was pretty good.
I did. He is more likely going through hepatic. Oh, God, I'm not going to be able to read this one. What does that say, Adam?
Heptic encephalopathy.
I've got a few doctors in my family. Well, thank you very much. Next time, spell it phonetically for me. No more shoeies equals world peace, $5. Search for the video Danzig punched by Northside Kings. You might feel better about your Misfits incident, Carl FSJ F. Shuli. Oh, I've seen that video. I am not a fan of Glenn Danzig, and I have seen that video. Speaking of videos, we got a video that came in from Seth Shuli. He sent it into to your network.
Yeah, Seth Martin. If you guys see the AI intro at the beginning of Rico, right before the show kicks off, Seth made that, and he decided to do a little remix on DJ Dabble's song "Docs" that everybody loves, and it's. You judge for yourself, but it's amazing.
So I think I'm going to play that, and we'll peace out here. But we do have. Oops, I started playing it. We do have 1,500 people here watching the show. Thank you very much for being here, and I appreciate you guys if you hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to go check out the Shuli Network, TSN, on YouTube. You got a show tonight, Shuli?
I think we might do a little raid tonight for the members behind the wall. Maybe we'll pop on a little early and say hi to everybody. But yeah, TSN, thanks as always for having me. And Team Mersh. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Blind Mike, do you want to shit on me a little bit and talk about what you have going on?
I did a live stream yesterday, as I do every Sunday at 10 a.m. Yesterday, we talked about a bunch of stuff in the comedy and podcasting world. We talked about Segura and Kreischer admitting they've given up on their podcast, which was pretty wild.
That was crazy. I listened to you on the way home from
I couldn't
Villa
believe you were
Roma.
saying that.
Yeah, I know. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just like, do you think do you think Amy Poehler hates podcasting as much as we do? It's like, probably not, man. You guys seem like you really hate podcasting.
Yeah, so check that out. And Why Are You Laughing? Oh, fuck, is back tonight.
Nice.
That's why I did this, to promote myself. It's not that I totally forgot. It's back tonight, and I'll have to tweet that out because I haven't done any promotion for it. But it is back tonight.
What are you talking about on Why Are You Laughing?
Sam Hyde versus Tim Heidecker.
Nice.
Members got it a few months ago, but the free episodes are starting to come out now. So check that out on my YouTube channel.
Excellent. Adam Bush, where can people find you? They need more Bush. They want more Bush. Where are they getting this Bush?
In the microphone, Adam. Go ahead.
First of all, Shuli knew. Second of all, it's pronounced Ali Farka-Tore. I don't know what he called it.
What then? Pronounce who's this guy? Because this was another name. You tell me.
Nyodo Mokhtar.
Oh, that's from the Indiana Jones, Ali Mar Makhtar Shakti Day. Ooh, Kali Mar Shakti Day, I believe.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Dumb fuck. I think this isn't going to go well on Wednesday when I try to explain to people the concept of yes, that person can play an instrument proficiently even if it's not my kind of music. I don't think that's going to go well. I don't think we're ready for that kind of nuance. I think it's more of a black and white. But I'd love to talk to Mersh personally about all of this. So I'm just putting that out there.
Put it out there. And we'll be discussing it. Like I said, I've not seen Mersh's response, and we'll be discussing on WATP.
Oh, you will. You will, Carl.
Oh, I will. We'll be discussing on WATP on Wednesday. Adam's going to bring in a little package for us. I'm also going to have Drew Lane on the show on Wednesday, gearing up for the live shows in Detroit this weekend. I think I'm going to go on Drew's show when I get there on Thursday. So if you're in the Detroit area, we'll be hanging out Thursday night, and I'll do something Saturday too, I'm sure. It'll be fun. All right. I've got two more chats that just came in. Mike Cutts, tell me Voss didn't kill on Friday. Voss fucking killed on Friday. Wait, was that Friday? Yeah, it was after our show on Friday.
You got to understand, that first 40 minutes straight was not material. It was just him looking around this room and saying everything he thought and had seen and looking to us and laughing about what his life had come to and what our careers could come to be there. It was so funny. Everyone laughed. There was danger. It was improvised. It was real. And there's a reason he came there to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a reason we watched it and enjoyed it. I don't regret that.
There were people there who had nothing to do with Chrissy Mayer's event. There were these 3 old black women sitting in front of us. And Voss, he just didn't hold back on anyone. He just crushed every single person in the room. And it was fantastic. As
There was a great clip I played on my show yesterday where Voss was on Kill Tony a few months ago. And when Cam Patterson was on, Voss goes, "Mark my words, you're going to be on SNL in no time." And Hinchcliffe lays into him and is like, "You fucking dinosaur. SNL is dead. SNL's bullshit." And then the other day, Voss posted that clip when Cam Patterson got SNL. I thought it was pretty great.
That was amazing, yeah, because Hinchcliffe is just like, "Oh, is he going to be on the Johnny Carson's Tonight Show too?" It's just like, well, no, this actually is a show that's still on, but okay. Yeah, good for Voss. He got over on that one. One more from Anonymous coming in.
Only losers who don't look after their kids, pimp out their wives, drink bull jizz, and share revenge porn do anti-toe Reddits. I'm morally above all of this, as it were. Cope and seethe. Every hater Reddit taken down is yet another win for the toe.
Yeah, we didn't get into toe talk today. Too much Stuttering John news for Point Dabble Point. So you have to tune into this little piggy, I believe, on Friday for more toe talk. All right, let's watch this video that was put together by Seth, who does a fantastic job, and I'll let you guys get out of here. Thank you so much for being here for another fantastic episode of Point Dabble Point.
I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I was bullied as a child. Cowards. I was bullied as a father. But in elementary school, that is an act of violence. They're fucking with my guests. Fucking with my friends. Fucking with my family. That is an act of violence. I told the world, docs. Fucking cowards. Docs. I told the world, docs. Fucking cowards. Docs. I'm done with white saying. I'm done with kids saying. I'm done with Facebook. I'm done with Instagram. I'm done with Instagram. I'm done with LinkedIn. I'm done with only one number. Docs. Fucking I'm old school. I don't believe in anonymity.
Powerful stuff.
That's a good song.
Pretty good.
Point Dabble Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.